Have you ever felt like you've done everything right? Have you stuck to your healthy eating habits? Have you stayed committed to exercising? And when you get on the scale to celebrate the pounds that have come off because you've stayed so committed, you find out that there was no change at all. Well, today we're going to be talking about how not to get discouraged by the number that you see and what to do instead, coming up. Welcome to episode 2. My name is Shirley with Your Healthy Habit, and I help people create and develop healthy habits to lose weight, get stronger, eat better, and improve your overall health. So if you're new here, consider subscribing as we put out new videos to help you crush those health goals each and every single week. Welcome to episode 2. My name is Shirley with Your Healthy Habit, and I help people create and develop healthy habits so that they can lose weight, eat better, get stronger, and improve your overall health. If you're new here, consider subscribing as we put out new videos each week to help you crush those health goals. So 2 weeks ago, I decided that I was going to really commit to my health goals. I was going to have my shakes every morning, have my vitamins. I was going to eat better. I was going to stay away from the junk food, stay away from fast food. I was going to exercise, and I was going to really stick to those health goals that I have been wanting to reach. Now, the first thing that I did was I weighed myself to see what my starting point was. Now, I didn't like the number that I saw on that scale, but I didn't want to get discouraged by that particular number. Besides, it's just my starting point. Now, that first week, I really stuck to my healthy goals. I was making sure that I was eating better. I was making sure that I was exercising. I was making sure that I was drinking my water. I was making sure that I was getting enough rest. And when it came time to the weekend, I wanted to weigh myself to see what the change was. Now, normally I like to advise all of my clients that when you weigh yourself, you do it in the morning. And you want to do it before you eat anything and after you evacuate everything. You want to wear light clothes and get on the scale and see what that number is. So I weighed myself, and hallelujah, I had lost 4 pounds. It was such an amazing feeling, and it was like, yes, I am sticking to my goals. I am doing really good. I lost 4 pounds. So I'm strutting like, oh yeah, I got this. So the second week, I did the exact same thing that I did the first week. I stuck to my health goals. I ate really good. I exercised. And then when it came to the weekend, I once again weighed myself to see what the changes were. And the scale said that I lost nothing. And I'm like, how can this be? Now, a lot of people tend to get discouraged because they don't see any change. And it's so disheartening and it's so discouraging that some of them are like, you know what? I give up. Forget it. I tried sticking to the healthy goals. It didn't work. I didn't see any change. The scale says that I'm weighing the exact same thing. And what do? How do you determine that there were indeed some changes when that scale says that you weigh the exact same thing? Well, luckily for me, I have a scale that measures 14 different things. And so I can see what exactly the changes are each and every single week. Now, but what do you do when you have just one scale that only measures one thing? How do you determine that there were indeed some changes? First, let me show you what my scale looks like and what it does measure. Now, my scale is a little bit different, and here's what it measures. It actually goes to my computer. So as you can see, all I have to do is step on the scale, and it's going to determine the weight, the BMI, the body fat percentage, the body fat mass, the body fat range, my fat-free mass, the visceral fat rating, my body water percentage and mass, my muscle mass, my bone mass, my basal metabolic rate, my daily calorie intake, my metabolic age, and my physique rating. And it's also going to show me the percentages for the body mass index, the body fat percentage, body water, and my visceral fat rating. Right? So you can see here, I've set this stuff for me. And as soon as I step on this scale, this is what it's going to tell me. So as you can see, I can measure all those things and determine exactly what changes happen to my body each and every single week. Now, one of the things that I definitely look forward to is having lost fat mass and increase my muscle mass. Why? Because fat takes up a lot more room than muscle. And the more muscle that you have, the more fat you can burn. So what happened that second week was not that I hadn't lost any weight at all. What happened was that I had actually lost 4 pounds of fat. I had gained 4 pounds of muscle. I had lowered my metabolic age by 6 years. I had lost 1 score on my visceral fat rating, and the visceral fat is actually that fat that is around your organs. And I had lost 2.1% of my body fat percentage. Now, was I discouraged by the results? No, this was a victory. I had lost 4 pounds of fat. That was amazing. Let me show you a picture of me holding 5 pounds of fat. That's what 5 pounds of fat looks like. Now, I had only lost 4, so I lost actually a little bit less than that, than those 5 pounds. But the results are still amazing. Now, the thing is, do you lose it all from the same spot? I wish. But you lose it all from different spots in your body. So it's something not to get discouraged by. Now, if you have a skill like mine, this is where you can celebrate the victories. Now, a lot of people say, don't focus too much on the scale. You know, the only thing that it's going to do, it's going to give you heartbreak, right? And that's just not true. So if you have a skill like this, you're not going to see the changes in your body. So how do you not get discouraged by a skill like this that only measures one thing, weight? Now, one of the things that I tell my clients is that the scale is not the only measure of success. One of the things that you can do is you can grab a tape measure and you can measure things like your arm, your thigh, your waist, your bust, and see exactly how many inches you're losing, right? That is definitely one good way to see the pounds coming off, right? To measure the changes in your body. But there are other ways to determine those non-skill victories. Now, some of those non-skill victories that you should be looking forward to are: 1, loose rings. As soon as this starts feeling loose, you know that you're doing something right. Another thing is clothing. As soon as your clothes start feeling loose and you feel like, hey, it's not riding up, or I have to put a belt to my pants so that they can stay in place, then that is an awesome feeling. Other non-skill victories that you should be looking forward to are your sleep patterns. When you start losing weight, you start sleeping better. Also, your skin, a very good indicator of losing weight. It starts getting clearer and it starts looking better. Another thing is your endurance. When you're exercising, you feel like you can lift more, you can run longer, you can go faster. That's definitely a good non-skill victory. Now, what I believe to be the number one non-skill victory is actually your increase in energy. One thing that I've noticed is that by being overweight, I like to take a lot of naps, and that's not good. But as I keep losing weight, I find out that, hey, I don't need all of those naps. My energy's increased. I can keep up with my 4 kids. I can do a lot of stuff. And that's definitely one thing that you should be looking forward to. And it's all these non-skill victories that will help push you into the next level. It's all these non-skill victories that are going to help you stay committed to those health goals. Now, the scale can say whatever it can say, but has stuff changed inside of you? Yes. What if you're weighing the same, but your clothes are fitting a little bit looser? Isn't that a victory in itself? Shouldn't you keep going? Now, I don't want you to feel discouraged if you don't see a change in the numbers. I want you to look for those non-skill victories. Please remember that it has taken a while to put those pounds on, and it's going to take a while to take those pounds off. They recommend that you lose about 1 to 2 pounds every single week. 4 pounds, that's great, but it's not going to happen every single week. And one thing you should definitely do is you should celebrate all those non-scale victories. In the details below, I've included a link for a scale that is similar to mine. It measures the exact same things that mine does, but for a fraction of the cost. Question of the day. Do you have any other non-skill victories that you like to celebrate? If so, please let me know in the comments below. Did you like this video? Then please hit that like button anywhere around this video. Also, please hit the subscribe as we come out with new videos each and every single week to help you crush those health goals. Until then, choose healthy habits and we'll see you on the next video.